Hello, little dreamers, and welcome to our story time. Snuggle up in your beds, get cozy and warm, and let's travel to a land of fairy tales. Tonight, we have a very special story for you about a brave brother and sister named Hansel and Gretel. Are you ready? Let's begin. Once upon a time, deep in a forest, lived a poor woodcutter with his two children, Hansel and Gretel, and their stepmother. Times were hard, and one night the stepmother told the woodcutter they had to leave the children in the forest because they didn't have enough food. Hansel, who was very clever, overheard this. He quietly slipped outside and filled his pockets with shiny white pebbles. The next morning, they all went into the woods. As they walked, Hansel secretly dropped the pebbles one by one. Deep in the forest, their stepmother told them to wait while she and their father gathered wood. But they never came back. Gretel started to cry, but Hansel comforted her. "Don't worry," he said. "The moonlight will make my pebbles shine, and we can follow them home." And that's exactly what they did, arriving safely back at their little cottage. Their father was overjoyed, but the stepmother was angry. Soon the food ran out again. It's time the stepmother locked the door so Hansel couldn't gather pebbles. The next day in the forest, Hansel had to use breadcrumbs from his pocket to mark the trail. But alas, the little birds of the forest ate every single crumb. Hansel and Gretel were truly lost. For 3 days they wandered, hungry and scared. Suddenly, they saw the most amazing thing. A little house made of gingerbread, with a roof of cake and windows of clear sugar. Hooray! They shouted and began to nibble on the delicious house. Just then, the door opened, and a very old woman appeared. She seemed kind and invited them inside, offering them a wonderful feast and soft beds. But the old woman was not kind at all. She was a wicked witch who lured children in to eat them. The next morning, she locked Hansel in a cage to fatten him up and forced Gretel to do all the chores. Every day, the witch would ask Hansel to stick his finger out so she could feel if he was plump enough. But clever Hansel would stick out a small bone instead. And the witch, who had poor eyesight, thought he was still too thin. Finally, the witch grew impatient. She heated the oven and told Gretel to check if it was hot enough, planning to push her in. But Gretel, sensing the danger, pretended she didn't know how. "Silly girl," the witch grumbled. "Let me show you." As the witch leaned into the oven, Gretel gave her a big push and slammed the door shut. Gretel freed Hansel, and they found chests full of pearls and jewels inside the cottage. They filled their pockets and ran as fast as they could, away from the gingerbread house. Eventually they recognized the path and found their way home. Their father hugged them tightly, his eyes filled with tears of joy. Their wicked stepmother was gone, and they never had to worry about being hungry again. They lived happily ever after, their little house filled with love and laughter. Now it's time for you to close your eyes and dream sweet dreams. We'll have another story for you very soon. Good night, and thank you for listening. Don't forget to follow for more adventures.